What's up, guys? M. Jones back in the house again for another in-theater review. Getting a little bike session in, as you can see. Trying to stay in shape, doing the best I can. Anyway, so last night, my man Steggs Jr. and I, we went and saw the movie Black Mass. I was really excited to see this movie for probably since the beginning of summer, just because I found out that it was about, the South Boston, mega hitman James Whitey Bulger, and the fact that it was played by Johnny Depp. And if you didn't know it was Johnny Depp, I'd understand. It was confusing because, man, he didn't really look like himself at all. He really went hard on the role for this to really look like him. I'm not going to say too much. This movie is a true story, so it's not like I can spoil much for you. But what I can tell you is, I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny Depp gets like an Oscar nod for this movie. I thought the movie itself, the movie was 2 hours, and I thought it could have been like 3 hours, or 2 hours and 45 minutes. Too much stuff happened over a period of like 1975 to like 1990ish, and I wasn't really following as much as I probably could have. It was just a little bit longer to let more scenes in the movie and just adapt more into the story. But basically, it's about James Whitey Bulger, who's still alive, by the way. He's 86 years old. He's in prison for 2 life sentences, so basically his whole life. And it was about him and his brother, who was the senator at the time. His name was Billy Bulger, and it talks about how the FBI agent John Connolly, who was lifelong friends with the Bulgers, that would be Billy and also Whitey, or James, and it talked about how they all became sort of connected, and Whitey Bulger became sort of an FBI informant, even though he never said he was. He would always says it was a business decision, which it was still informant or a rat, and he would tell John Connolly, who was played by Joel Edgerton, who did a good job, some information, and then FBI would kind of stay off his back for telling him stuff. So kind of was like a little sketchy, but the problem was Whitey Bulger felt threatened by some mob people, Italian mob people in South Boston, getting on his turf a little bit. So FBI scratched his back, and he scratched FBI's back. So it all, basically was found out, basically, that this was happening. So FBI agent and all that stuff, obviously you're going to probably get in trouble. But, it's just kind of crazy how all that went down not that long ago. I mean, this was 20, 30 years ago. And apparently, from what I was told, and also what I read, the real James Whitey Bulger is not pleased that they made this movie. Not pleased one bit. And basically because he thought the movie could have been, he said that it was very accurate for what happened. It would take years to really make. So I think the guy's a little bit of a diva, a little bit too high maintenance. It's like, dude, you're a pretty lousy human being. You killed like 40, 50 people. But anyway, Johnny Depp did a great job as Whitey Bulger. And I must say, I think Johnny Depp will definitely get an Oscar nod. I don't see the movie getting an Oscar nod at all. Maybe, maybe best makeup or something, I don't know. But I just think that Johnny Depp will probably get an Oscar nod. And this is my last point why. Every scene he was in, he captured the scene just like the Joker did in The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger. Every time Johnny Depp was on the screen, eyes were locked because he was so good and so great at acting with his craft. So, my opinion is, the movie, no, I don't see an Oscar nod. Johnny Depp, yeah, I see an Oscar nod for sure. I give the movie a solid 3 out of 5 because I thought it could have been a little bit better. And the fact it was just too short for what the story was all about. Like, I couldn't follow everything because it was happening too fast. I could have made the movie longer. But anyway, that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. So until next time, take it easy and K-bye.